A mockumentary about the relatable awfulness of work, The Office also featured the love story of Jim and Pam, who evolved from work friends to a married couple with kids. But upon closer inspection, this sitcom romance showcases some really messed up issues.
What started as an affair has blossomed into a family before our eyes.
Well, it wasn't an affair.
Yes, it was.
Every relationship has some kind of starting point, and it probably bodes well if something's healthy and sweet. But that wasn't the case for Jim and Pam. Yes, they started off as friends, but the basis of that friendship was arguably toxic. These two got through their tedious days at Dunder Mifflin by executing numerous mean pranks against their coworker Dwight Schrute.
You put my stuff in Jell-O again! That's real professional. Thanks. This is the third time.
While the stunts were usually Jim's idea, he could always count on Pam for the assist.
Can you reprimand him, please?
How do you know it was me?
It's always you.
They continued to bust Dwight's chops, even after they were married with children. Pervasive nastiness just couldn't have been good for a couple's dynamic, or could it?
I don't know who you are, but you are not Jim. This is Jim!
At the beginning of the series, Jim is in love with Pam, but Pam is engaged to a guy named Roy. Even so, Jim doesn't accept that Pam is taken and that he should just back off. His actions come to a head during the casino night episode, when Jim tries to claw his way out of the friend zone by getting Pam alone to tell her he wants to be her boyfriend.
I'm in love with you.
What?
I'm really sorry if that's weird for you to hear, but I need you to hear it.
Shocked, Pam gently turns him down, telling him he misinterpreted her friendly gestures.
You have no idea
Don't do that.
what your friendship means to me.
Come on. I don't want to do that. I want to be more than that.
But after all that, Jim later plants a kiss on her. This romantic moment wouldn't be so romantic in the real world, where it could possibly be considered assault by a coworker. Because married couples typically share their finances, they also have to decide how best to spend their cash. No decent person would just spend somebody else's money without asking for and receiving approval, right? Except Jim does just that to his own wife.
Are you sure you're okay with me putting in this much money?
Yeah. I mean, listen, if we're gonna do this thing, then we should do it right.
You're the best.
When he's trying to get his sports management company Athlete off the ground, Jim persuades a reluctant Pam to let him invest in the venture. However, when he goes to a meeting with his partners, Jim feels pressured to invest $10,000. The absolute high end of what he and Pam had discussed would be appropriate.
We were thinking somewhere between 5,000, 10,000. I can do the full 10,000. We should just all in.
He essentially drains their joint savings account without really talking to Pam first.
Said they were done with the investing and then you volunteered $10,000?
No, I had to. Look, I needed to look like a team player, Pam.
So you invested $10,000 to look like a team player?
When Jim helps launch Athlete, he's forced to split his time between Scranton and Philadelphia, where the new company is based. That means he leaves Pam to deal with working full-time and caring for two very young children. In the episode Vandalism, viewers learn that Jim shares a bachelor apartment in Philly with fellow Dunder Mifflin and Athlete colleague Daryl.
And as much as I miss Pam and the kids, it's kind of nice to live the bachelor life again, you know? Let your hair down.
He even admitted to being the messy one of the duo, adding,
How much fun is this?
but does Jim even want to be married with children? In season 7, he does win a prestigious Dundie for Best Dad, delivering an acceptance speech that is smug, sarcastic, and self-centered.
I don't know. Maybe being a good dad is just following your own compass. I don't know. Thank you.
Pam then points out that he failed to mention her.
Didn't think to mention me, huh?
Didn't I?
It's a bit odd that once Jim and Pam get together, they don't seem to have any friends. In the early seasons of the show, viewers get a glimpse of Jim's roommate when he throws a barbecue, but that's about it. Neither he or Pam is seen hanging out or talking with friends on a regular basis. This could be attributed to having busy lives, seeing as both Jim and Pam work full-time jobs and are raising two children. Or it could be a subtle nod to the show's mock documentary format. Maybe the camera crew isn't allowed to delve that deeply into their off-the-clock lives. But even in the show's world of Dunder Mifflin, Jim and Pam don't seem to have much of an interest in anybody but each other. Their most notable workplace relationships are adversarial. Jim constantly pranks Dwight and can't stand Michael Scott, while Pam often butts heads with Angela. When you really take a good look at them, this couple seems pretty toxic and self-absorbed.
What?
No.
Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite stuff are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.